Hey there, how's it going on this sunny Sunday?
We got sun.
I haven't seen this in a while. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I like it.
It's radiant.
It is.
Really makes your hair radiant as well. So no live this week, guys. Apologize for that.
Yeah.
We've been so busy with Stacy in the farmers market. We just released our update video today.
2 days
it's
late.
Sunday. So today's Cinco de Mayo. So happy to Cinco de Mayo, everyone. We'll be doing some Mexican chicken out on the grill for dinner tonight.
Yep.
Super excited about that.
GOT day.
You bet. So yeah, no live. Probably for this weekend and next week we probably won't have live because it's Mother's Day. Stacy's got the farmers market.
Yeah. Working the farmers market, yeah.
But we do have something to offer them instead, don't we?
We do, but you got to stay tuned to the end of the video.
It's true.
Okay, so yeah, no live this week.
No live.
But we still wanted to put out our numbers like we normally do. So weight for the week, I am at 242.6, which is 2.2 pounds down from last week after I had my little bump up earlier in the week. So I'm satisfied with that. That puts me at a total of 50.6 pounds lost since January 1st.
Nice. I'm at 298.6. I actually went up 0.6 pounds, which weight's been fluctuating quite a bit this week. So I'm not really surprised that at the end it was up, which is still a total weight loss of 74 pounds down. Yeah, so we kind of mentioned this in our Carbaholic video that things have been kind of static for me in that respect, and it's time for another change. But Stacy convinced me to give it another week, so I'm gonna not be discouraged and I'm gonna keep moving forward. If I could equate one thing to why I haven't dropped, it's probably stress, I would suspect. With everything kind of coming up, and like we've been so busy, so it's been that.
Yeah. Ketones are looking good for both of us, though. I took mine, and I don't know if I touched the little thing at the bottom, the sensors thing or something, but I took mine and it came up low, and I was like,
she freaked.
What?
She freaked.
Like,
it cost
what?
$1, and she freaked, and she's like, oh, I don't want to spend this. I'm like, oh my God, you're gonna be a basket case all day if you don't do it. just do it.
So yeah, I redid mine, and it came back at 2.0, which is pretty on point for me.
Yeah. And mine at 1.3.
Which is good, because you're for a really
long time. It took me a couple months before it started going beyond the 0.5 marker. So
yeah,
getting in the 1.3 range is really, that's consistent now.
Yeah, and we're
the new norm.
We're sort of twinning it up on the glucose.
Yep, 94 for me.
And I'm at 93. So that's really good. And then our blood pressure has been the same as it is every week.
Close.
We'll put these numbers on our Instagram. So if you want to go check it out there, then you'll be able to see all that there.
Cool.
So we watched a video recently from Team Dave and Mon, and she was tagged in a 6-question keto train. And she didn't really want to tag anybody, so she kind of left it open for anybody that wanted to participate. So we jumped on the train, and we're going to do the 6 keto questions. Starting out with question number 1. Is your family part of your healthier plan? They are and they are not.
It's a tricky question.
They are in the sense that we make dinner, and if they want to eat it, they will eat it. They often try it, at least. If it's not enough for them, they will go afterwards and make chicken strips or some other form of carb-laden food.
Yeah, so meals that we prepare are keto meals, and they can either choose to eat them or they can choose not to. If they choose not to, we do provide the standard processed foods that they normally would eat, so chicken strips, stuff like that. And we have one of our kids, Adam, love Adam. He has a tendency to, he's about 50-50. He's not shy about, he's not lazy about making his own food. So he'll eat ramen noodles, chicken strips. A lot of times when we do tacos, we'll have extra meal prep, so we'll have extras, so he can just kind of warm up a taco whenever he wants to. Mason and Morgan, I'd say Mason's probably the one that's most on board with this plan.
Yeah.
And his snacks are primarily the ones that are off keto. Like he'll eat for the most part everything that we eat within reason. I don't know if he's also the laziest, but he's also the least likely to make his own food.
Yeah,
so.
he gets Adam to make him food a lot.
He does that quite often, actually.
Morgan will actually get on board with that sometimes, too.
Adam will offer. There's a difference. But Adam will offer, and Adam will make, I think he'd make food for the neighbors if he felt it. Like, he's just that kind of kid.
The one thing, though, that we don't know what they're doing is at school.
Yeah.
Because we don't,
I think they eat a lot of sandwiches and stuff, but
get their own, they do the whatever, the cafeteria food.
Yeah.
So it's hard to know.
And none
really
of them. Yeah, and none of them have approached. I mean, Morgan's been sort of dabbling, right? She thought about doing keto when we first said we're to do it, and then she changed her mind, and then so there's a lot of obviously benefits even for the younger ones, but I think where keto truly shines is the weight loss for us older folks who are insulin resistant, right? So yeah, kind of a complicated piece though. But we've also got Erilyn now doing keto, right?
Yep.
And who else have we got in keto in the family? I'm really trying hard to get my mom to do it. Yeah, sister-in-law. Yeah. Your mom's thinking about starting soon.
Yeah, she's pretty into it.
Yep. So that's for our family as far as that goes. So we're close. And of course we have our friends that come over on weekends and eat keto food too.
Keto food.
Right. Yeah.
In fact, today, Cinco de Mayo, I'm going to be making I forget what it was called, Mexican chocolate pats de creme, something like that. So
yeah. Sounds interesting.
It's going to have some chili powder in it. Chocolate basically looks like chocolate pudding with chili powder.
Right.
And I'm not going to tell them that it has chili powder in it because there are a few of them that will not touch it if I tell them
True
that.
story. And there's other people that are going to go, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just going to say, hey, look.
So if you want the inside scoop, Tara, you have to watch our videos.
I was thinking Julie, too.
Oh, yeah. Julie might try it. Who knows? It all depends on what it looks like for Julie.
So, question number 2. Who's your favorite keto doctor? And I kind of bounce back and forth. I really like Dr. Berg.
Even though he gets a creeper vibe.
I really like him because I love the way he explains things. But I've also been getting really into Dr. Berry too because I seriously love his absolute not taking any bull crap from anybody and the way he just puts it out there and he doesn't care. And when people come back at him, he goes right back at them. And in that sense, I like it because it's funny because there's a lot of people that attack keto posts.
He's not afraid of sharing his opinion, which is important in a doctor.
Yeah, and
goes against the mold. So yeah, mine's kind of between Berg and Barry. I think probably more Dr. Berg because whenever I have any sort of ailment, I always like Dr. Berg having an issue with this, even if it's not keto related.
Yeah,
so I would say probably Dr. Berg.
I did that very recently,
and I think a lot of people who follow Dr. Berg always feel like he's trying to sell them something because he does have a lot of different products.
He does, but
I mean, you gotta remember this guy's putting his time out. Yeah, he's putting his time out to help people, and most of his content is free. And he also isn't selling everything in every video. And there's things that are not necessarily, I have a supplement for this to help out, but there are quite a few that do. So, but yeah, Dr. Berg, probably because of the easiest way to explain things.
And we do buy one of his supplements.
Well, we bought some. Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah. We still have. We bought like three bottles of it, but.
And that's because Stacy can't drink apple cider vinegar. So.
Yeah. And Stacy also can't remember to take her supplements. It's been about a week and a half.
Yeah, I think that diet must have did something to your brain. Oh wait, no, you've always been like this.
Question number 3. What's your favorite keto book? I'm in the beginning of reading one book right now. I can't remember off the top of my head who it is, but I'll put that below. There are plenty of other books I want to read. For example, Dr. Barry's book, Lies Your Doctor Tells You, Lies My Doctor Told Me. Something like that. Sounds very, very interesting. I want to read that. There's quite a few others that I want to read too. So I can't pick a favorite book to read.
So for me, I don't really read. I don't really have time. So keto book and not so much. But keto cookbooks, I do glance through them quite a bit, try to come up with recipes and ideas. Sometimes I'll make them as is. Other times I'll improve upon them before, which isn't fair, but I do it anyway. And probably the Kydra Holly, I believe that's her name, for the Craveable
like
Keto. Yeah, I think that's like, she's got some like ranch sauce, some barbecue rub. I mean, she's got a lot of different things that you normally go, oh well, crap, how do I make this keto? And she's got it in there. So so I think I do fall in that book a little bit. Not necessarily recipes, but sort of like, I guess condiments.
Yeah, well, we use a lot of that stuff too anyway.
Yeah, true.
Of the cookbooks that we have, I think the Restaurant Favorites is one of my favorites. Yeah. And I just downloaded one from, I believe the website is Primal Kitchen, and it's a low-carb baking cookbook.
Primal Kitchen isn't that manufacturer of the...
Nope. Sorry, not Primal Kitchen. Primal Edge Health.
Primal Edge Health, yes. That's the carnivore guy, right?
They do. Well, no.
I'm pretty sure
they just released a carnivore cookbook.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, he's the one that was on with Matt and Mega and on one of their podcasts most recently. Yeah, and I think,
that was his second time being on there.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Tristan, I think his name
Tristan,
is.
yes.
Yeah.
Very interesting guy, very knowledgeable guy.
Yeah.
Big history buff, you can tell.
But yeah, his wife did the low carb baking.
Okay.
And I got that and really like it, and I got a bunch of things out of that I want to try and actually put my own spin on, to see how that comes out. Question number 4. And this is kind of a 3-parter.
Oof. Sounds intense.
What is your favorite personal keto food, your favorite family keto food, and your favorite event/party keto food? Now, my personal favorite is, everybody say it with me, the macadamia nut fat bread.
With the chicken.
With the chicken.
Boring. Although mine's not much better. Mine's probably cheese-made tacos. It's just
those are really good.
It's a staple. It's easy to whip up. You usually have extra meal prep burger or chicken or whatever on hand, so you can easily just make it happen.
I think I'm also going to say Lily's chocolate.
Sure, if this qualifies because of the
it's
fact
keto?
That, well, yes, but I'm just saying, like, generally you're going to make a meal, not necessarily a keto snack. There should be, like, a separate category for keto snacks.
Anyway, the favorite family food, I think our favorite family food, and you'll probably agree with me, is tacos.
No, yeah, definitely tacos.
Because the kids love it. They can still do their...
I buy their tortillas and their hard shells. Adam's a hard shell guy, and Mason's a soft shell, as well as Morgan. So we buy those, we make tacos, we eat our tacos our way, they eat their tacos their way. It's a slam dunk.
We'll do the cheese shell tacos, or we'll do the cheesy, softer tacos recipe from
more
Bonsai
like a gordito
Keto.
or pita bread.
Yeah, and Morgan, actually, I got her to try for the first time ever earlier this week a cheese shell taco, and she was digging it. So I think we might be making a switch over for her.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cheese shell tacos.
Maybe.
Event and party food. You can answer from the food perspective, and I can answer from like a dessert perspective.
Chicken enchilada dip. That one.
Yeah, that's true.
I used to make it before. I made some changes. Made it ketoized. Probably actually should do a video recipe on that.
I think we talked about doing a video recipe on that.
We did, and we used to eat it with tortilla chips. Mm-hmm. Now Stacy just eats it by itself. Pulled pork is a pretty big staple because, although it's time, it's pretty much hands off, and you get a lot of food for very little money. So it's a big thing. But yeah, so that depends on the kind of party, I guess.
Yeah, and I would say probably from a dessert perspective, usually our friends really like stuff with lemon, so I've tried to make
Stacey's
a lot of
addicted
lemon.
to lemons.
I'm
Don't let her fool you.
I'm
She
a
says
little
it's her
addicted.
friend, but it's really
Well,
her.
they
They've come along for the
they
ride.
enable it.
Yeah. Like, oh, this is really good.
So there's a lemon bar recipe that I've made a few times. Everybody seems to really like. Number 5.
Lucky number 5.
Do you believe after healing and weight loss, other foods can be added back in? Personally, I think it depends on the person. I think you can try to add them back in and see how you feel. And if you start feeling like crap again, take them out.
Yeah, I think it depends on the food. So I think post weight loss for me would probably consist of adding some more fruit, probably some more berries. Is probably the biggest part of what I'd probably change. I certainly wouldn't go back to, I mean, I may experiment. I mean, I really miss my artisan bread that I used to make. And so making with whole ingredients, I mean, I might try some ancient grain stuff and see, but I think I actually have a gluten intolerance that keto's kind of identified for me. So I think there might be a video down the road that might warrant how that goes. But generally speaking, you kind of got to stick to the plan, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think you can add some stuff in, but
I think there are some things, like you mentioned, the fruits and things like that, definitely for sure. There are different things I might try, like popcorn.
Yeah, you can do popcorn.
But as far as going back to eating like potatoes all the time like we used to, or rice, or just the normal
starchy
Hershey's
stuff.
and Mars candy, I don't think I'll ever do that.
Yeah. No, same. I mean, not to say you can't have a reward meal. If you accomplish something and you want to reward yourself, and that's what I mean, generally speaking, I'm trying to change my mindset, and rather than rewarding myself with food, rewarding myself with something else.
Yeah.
Because
that's a good idea.
because the issue comes down to, that's how I got into this position in the beginning, right? Because I was constantly rewarding myself with food.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I mean, for me, it's like, yes, I would love some peanut butter M&Ms.
Right.
But I don't want to feel like crap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think, kind of a side note, from research that I've done on that, I think that if some people say that if you introduce carbs more frequently, you won't feel like crap. But you're also going to probably stall your weight loss. So I think it's going to be too hard to say right now. We might experiment stuff once we get down to where we want to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely once you get to that maintenance mode, that's where you got to try and figure out how you can eat at that level to stay where you're at, rather than continuing to lose weight. Because I see a lot of videos where people have a hard time stopping the weight loss.
Yeah, I don't think I have that problem.
And those are a lot of people, I think, that are younger than us. They're in their 20s.
Yeah, their body's adapting. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid to experiment, obviously, because I ate that Oreo.
You ate the Oreo, you drank some
I've
champagne.
done the champagne, so not afraid to experiment, even throughout the weight loss process. I just don't want to slow it down too much.
Too crawl.
So which is why I haven't done anything else, recently. Plus, I haven't really had the want.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely. The thing is that the times where I felt compelled to dabble with the change, or with the treat or whatever, it wasn't that I wanted it for food wise. It was just because it's there and it was enthralling. Right? Just kind of like Oreo, cookie. When it's an organized event like a birthday party, I don't really have any problems with that. Like the cake yesterday was no big deal.
All right, number 6. Do you ever consume food that is not on the keto plan? I think I kind of answered that with the last question because I did a couple of experiments, but that's all I've done since January 1st is the Oreo and the little mini bottles of champagne twice.
The only thing that I've consumed since starting keto December 15th has been half of a cider on New Year's Eve. And it was bad. So that's it. Everything else has been keto.
That is one thing that I miss, though, is drinking all the ciders that we used to drink. But that's definitely one thing, going back to number 5, that I will experiment with later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, we haven't cheated. We have no really plans to cheat. I think we're both in the mindset that we really want to lose the weight.
Yep, absolutely. Mindset's everything.
So with going on the keto train, we get to call out other people now to answer these 6 questions. So we're gonna call out Bonsai Keto,
Keto Mama,
Keto Steve,
Keto for Deb,
Keto Twisted Gypsy,
and PhD Natural Me.
So now it's your turn.
Alright guys, so if you made it this far in the video, we have something for you. Stacy and I are preparing for our
300 milestone. Wait, 300 subscriber milestone.
Yeah. So, exciting stuff. Channel's grown quite a bit in the last few months.
It has.
And we couldn't have done it without you guys.
Yeah, and we're definitely humbled by the number of people that actually want to follow us on our journey.
Absolutely. I mean, this started as just a way to sort of document our path. And from you guys' feedback, we started to bring in more and more information, and kind of, talk a bit more and be a bit more open about how we're doing and what we're doing. And I mean, the fact before we started this, I didn't even know what Stacy weighed, and now you guys know what she weighs. So that's true testament right there.
Being transparent.
Yeah. So
being real.
Being real, yeah, you gotta be real, because if you can't be real with yourself, then how can you expect other people to be real with you as well? So what are we giving them? What are we doing?
So we're gonna do an Amazon gift card.
Right.
And since we're looking at 300 subscribers, hitting that 300 subscriber mark,
like a $30.
Yeah.
We're pretty close. We're only like 70 away, 60 away.
70.
Yeah. So that should be pretty fast, based on how things have been going. So just want to say thanks, guys. We'll be posting details on that giveaway very soon, hopefully this week. So until then,
stay keto.
We'll see you in the next video, guys. Is that an Oreo?
So, what?
Bird?
I don't know.
I think it's an Oreo.
I don't know what bird calls.
You don't know bird calls?
No.
Aw, man. If you guys know, let us know. You guys can probably hear it. You're only what?
I'm only 39.
Oh, you're saying bird watching is only for old people? Oh my god.
The majority of bird watchers are retirees.
Yes, well, true, but
Notice I said retirees.
You have a nice camera.
Retire at any age.
You have the equipment.